Hi Taurus, this is your bi-weekly reading. So this is for April 15th through April 30th, 2020. And it's for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I hope you're enjoying your bi-weeklies in addition to your extended monthly. If you're not resonating with your sun sign, do check out your rising or moon sign readings. Those may be more helpful. All right, Taurus, what do you need to know for April 15th for April 30th? Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 15th through April 30th, 2020. What does Taurus need to know? April 15th through April 30th. Messages for Taurus. That's so funny. I thought that was going to jump out earlier. So we have some Sagittarius energy here with this Knight of Wands jumping out. It's pretty exciting. Can't really complain. This person is a bit flirty though. They're not in it for the long haul, depending on how you're reading or interpreting this, right? This is a general reading. So if you're watching it from a lover or romance perspective, you could be hitting on somebody. Somebody could be hitting on you. There could just be a little bit of passion, a spark of passion here, but it could fade out. Not that anyone is trying to cause any harm. It's just the nature of that energy. You could have Sagittarius in your own chart as well. It'll also be interesting to see if it shows up in your reading. So, messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. So guys, this is a little bit of a shorter reading than your extended monthly, which is chock full of information. This is just a little bit of a smaller 6-card reading for you to get you through the last 2 weeks of the month. So there's the Page of Wands there. Yeah, look at that. Wow, very infrequent. 2 pages, 2 aces. Okay. If I see another page here, I'm going to suggest that there are a lot of children around you. Wow, you have a lot of love in your life. I would beware of information. Someone may have immature, inaccurate information. It could be tricky. I'm not saying they're trying to be. Whether they're aware of it or you're aware of it, whether it's conscious or subconscious, it kind of doesn't matter. Someone could need more information right now. This is extremely interesting. I wasn't expecting, I don't know. Okay. I was just going to say, I don't know what I'm supposed to expect. I never really expect anything, but my darlings, you have 3 aces, and I just bear with me here. I really think it's important to tell you that your 3 aces do indicate success and wealth. At least during this time period, right? So remember that this is a time sensitive, typically speaking. I do suggest, however, if you are watching this video outside of the time frame that it is designed for, intentionally here, so April 15th through 30th, I would suggest if you're watching it outside of that time frame that it is the message for you right now, okay? So I'm just going to suggest that as well, even though my intention is to give that time frame period. There's a reason and a purpose why you're watching it outside of that time period, and if you find this helpful, honestly, that's all that matters. I believe that 100%, guys. Success and wealth. What is going on with you guys? There is so much heart and soul. There is so much passion. You saw that Knight of Wands jump out at the very beginning, like I said. I would say if this is a love reading for you, I would say that there is an enormous new beginning, an extremely passionate new beginning. I want you to actually comment below if you're a Taurus and you're meeting someone, or you want to know somebody, or someone's getting in touch with you. I have not seen a reading like this maybe ever, or if I have, it's been so long ago, so please forgive me here if I seem to be spazzing out. This is very unusual. Very unusual. Especially to see 3 aces within a reading without pulling qualifiers and so forth. So I'm just excited for you. I don't have any Taurus in my chart, so I can't really draw upon this necessarily for myself, but I'm excited for you. This is stunning. and again, I'm going to go through these one by one because they do have unique positions that they belong in, which is the purpose of a spread. But bear with me here because out of all the cards, and I want to suggest as well, even when we're dealing with like swords or, you know, the air in this deck, swords energy is somewhat difficult, right? There's a lot of lessons, there's a lot of challenges in the swords. These are the two kindest swords cards. The only really other one that you could possibly get, the other two I would say, are, you know, the 2 and the 6. So I would just say if you're experiencing any difficulty or you have trouble getting information from somebody or don't know where you stand with somebody, simply ask, because something can be countered that is unknown or tricky with regard to information, data, suggestions, advice, opinions, etc. extremely easily right now. I would ask a direct question about what you need to know and you will probably get a direct answer, or if you don't, you'll know the difference. You'll know if it's direct or not. Bottom of the deck energy. Way too excited to see this. This is beautiful, guys. Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is a gift of consciousness. This is something new. There's a sense of purity. And I'm going to suggest this for all of our aces here. You know, this is a gift of love. This is a gift. This is a physical gift. This could be actual money. It could be a gift of food, something homemade, generally speaking, when we're looking at pentacles, something that was made by hand, or grown by hand. And then with the Ace of Swords, we're looking at, you know, a new idea, a new understanding, new information, right? And because we have this information card under this, you know, this full heart, or this pure heart energy here, there's like I said, whether you're trying to get through to somebody else or they're trying to get through to you, there's definitely at least an attempt at genuine understanding here, and everything else just looks like it supports it. Let me dive into it, guys, because I'm just blabbing on now because it's so beautiful. And again, I don't see this often, so it's just quite stunning. Let me rejoice for you if you're not, because this is really beautiful. Ace of Cups in your situation. I mean, come on. So again, bottom of the deck energy with this Ace of Swords. I want to mention as well that there's a sense of victory here, and there's a real sense of clarity. So clarity of the real world, clarity of mind, clarity of heart. So, you know, or, you know, the seed is growing, something fresh, something new. So this is purity, right? This is a pure heart. This is, if you were looking at this from a spiritual vantage point, you would say that this is actually Christ consciousness. This is ascended master consciousness. With the Ace of Cups here, this is the source of God. This is the source of light, well-being. It is a communion of sorts, and the artwork can't be beat in this deck, which is 90% of the reason why I use it. It's just stunning artistry, right? You know, you have this precious little seahorse with her pearl, or with his pearl. I do want to mention, so I spent a lot of time with this deck, you probably know. I've looked inside the pearl here, and there is, I don't know if you can see this or not on camera, but there is a little bit of an image within the pearl, and it does look to be like an archer or someone on a horse, which is very interesting as well, because as we all remember, I hope, that Knight of Wands jumped out at the very beginning. So yeah, this could be a new phase of passion for you. If it's not romance, it's all still great, no matter what this is in relation to, guys. I mean, if it is romance, congratulations, this looks exciting. If it's not romance, it's still going to be great. This is super fun, if nothing else, right? So the reason for this is a Page of Wands, right? So you could be dealing with a younger or a youthful fire sign person, or this could be your energy. This is what you are expressing out to somebody else. And like I said, it sits right on top of this Eight of Wands, which is a lot of communication, a lot of sudden communication, unexpected communication, but very welcome. And, you know, back with this Wands energy, this passion, this fire, this, you know, this could be interpreted as a sprite, like someone with just like a lot of like fun and flirty energy, but someone who has a lot of life, a lot of love, someone who could even be considered, you know, flirty or suggestive or even sexy. And like I said, within this framework here, it looks very exciting. We do have the Scorpio energy, this extremely intense energy. Back here is your advice. So pretty intense. Here's your recent past, right? The Ace of Pentacles. Again, this artwork is just over the top stunning. So recent past, right, would be the gift. So this is a gift of money. This could even be an opportunity. This could be a new job. This could be something that you've invented. But again, you know, when we're looking at Pentacles, we're dealing with the natural world, the five senses. So it's something that was, you know, you can see and smell, etc. And this could just be a new person. So I do consider Pentacles to be typically a noun, right? A person, place, or thing. So if it isn't a new job or an actual gift, this could be the new person. And, you know, as our recent past, we would technically have this over here, who's offering love, who's offering, maybe just being suggestive about something. Maybe something's just very exciting about this new opportunity or new person or thing. So honestly, again, can't lose. It's super gorgeous. Here in our present is the Page of Swords, and here's where we're going to look for clarity. And you're in a really good position. You're in a good position to ask exactly what it is you need to know. You don't have to have any fear here at all. I would suggest that this person or energy, the Page here, younger air sign or energy, right? Someone who has a lot of ideas, a lot of information, a lot of opinions, you know, maybe even data. Just make sure, again, I'm not suggesting that you or someone else is trying to be tricky, whether, and it's conscious or subconscious. I'm just suggesting here that if you have any questions or if something feels off or if you have a direct question, ask it, because it will be answered, and it appears as though it'll be answered honestly, or at least with good intentions, right? Here in the future, gorgeous. Sitting right under the Page of Wands, we have our Eight of Wands. We have a lot of welcome information. This is a lot of communication. It could be very flirty, but nonetheless, it's very spirited. Let's just say this is a job or career reading for you as a general reading. It's going to be interpreted differently by everyone watching because you're all going through different things. But this is just, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of light here. And there's a lot of opportunity here. Here's where we're looking at an interesting King of Cups as our outcome, right? Or advice card. And we're looking at some Scorpio energy here. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio person. I would suggest here that you could be dealing with really any sign though. All the signs are represented in your reading today. So 8th house energy though, shared possessions, someone who could be interested in the long haul, could be interested in you, or this could be what this is all about. You're looking at the long haul, sharing your life with somebody. Pretty intense. But this could be a Scorpio person. Taurus, you are opposite to Scorpio on the zodiac wheel. So this could be your lover or your dream lover. This could be who you need or desire, or what type of personality you need or desire or dream of. This person could be putting a lot of fears to rest for you. They could be the one offering you the gift of themselves or of something that you really need or want. But ultimately, the King of Cups is a mature male, typically. Could be a man or a woman though, but a mature person, someone who's generally speaking going to be older than you, chronologically speaking, who you find or who is intense, but loving, compassionate, exciting, deep, interesting, probably psychic, and powerful. So we have the Wolf, we have teacher jumping out here. Taurus, if this is your teacher, you could be giving a lot back and forth to each other right now. Every teacher has a student and every student has a teacher. So there is, in my estimation, some Gemini sensibilities here, just because you need one, or the yin yang or the male female here, but there's a really nice give and take. You're learning from and about each other, no matter what your situation is, in a really positive way. Absolutely beautiful reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Do check out your other bi-weeklies and of course your extended monthly for your sign. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, Taurus. Bye for now.